live.
We'll do it live. Come on, Bill. All right. There you go.
There we go. Now we got it. That was weird. I thought I hit go live already. Anyway, join us on Twitch, the WIRX Facebook page. Also, make sure you get to the Plan B Morning Show YouTube page. Subscribe to that. Don't miss out on not only the live stream, but also web exclusive content only right there on the Plan B Morning Show YouTube page. Become a part of it. Don't be a loser. Don't be an L7 weenie.
I don't want to see not.
He's a square, man. You know how long that took?
It's not going to bring anybody to the stream by doing
sure,
it.
Sure it is. Look at Scott just hopped on, so boom.
Scott's on every morning.
No, but real quick, do you get what the L7 weenie is, right? So that's calling someone a square. See, he's an L7 weenie. He's a square, man.
What's the weenie part? What?
That's just what I don't know. That's what Squints said that in the movie.
L7 square.
L7 square, but yeah, you want to call him a weenie though. Weenie. But it took me forever until adulthood to realize that he was calling him a square, which, back in the day was a real insult.
You know why I don't know what that is? Because anybody who did that to me, I was like, okay.
Yeah. I
don't care to look into that. I'm not offended.
Yeah, being called a square nowadays isn't as hurtful as it was back, in the 50s or 60s.
Like, what's more offensive? When a kid called me a penis wrinkle in 5th grade. That hit me harder than L7 weenie.
A penis wrinkle?
Yeah. Didn't know a lot of swear words in 5th grade, but I knew what that meant.
That would hit hard.
And I knew I didn't want to be that.
Did you tell on him? Did you go up to your teacher?
I told my mom.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did your mom laugh?
She did. She did.
So, I mean, that's inappropriate. He shouldn't have called you that. Did you say penis wrinkle?
And then I told my dad, and he was like, well, is he picking on you? I'm like, nah, not really.
Mm-hmm.
Just called me a penis wrinkle on the bus.
Ooh, the bus was
he's like, if he grabs you, he's like, punch him in the nose. Damn, Dad.
Why was that every dad's
punch him in the nose?
You do that once, he'll knock it off. And that was every dad's answer was punch him in the nose.
Hey, my dad was a Green Beret, man. He taught me a few things. He as a young child, he's like, if there's ever a guy, and he's not telling me to go to recess and do this to kids, obviously.
Yeah, don't go
in trouble.
The kids.
He's like, there's a certain way you can hit somebody in the nose, and it'll shove that cartilage right up into the brain.
Which I realize that there is, but no toddler, no middle schooler is gonna Van Damme someone's nose and you know what
What happened?
See, you know what I'm going to teach my daughter? Throat punches. I'm going to be like, look, you just right in the throat. That'll bring someone down. That'll bring someone down for sure.
That one hurts.
For sure. Anyway. Well, you're not a penis wrinkle, Hunter. No matter what that kid said.
It still burns. That's probably not the right word for it,
but phrasing, Hunter. Phrasing. So. Anyway, well, Brock and the penis wrinkle got to keep things moving here, folks. Let's get to it. It is time for your morning dump. Don't call me that. That hurts my feelings. What is that? Tiger claw or monkey paw? You killed him. You killed him. Yeah, whatever, penis wrinkle. You're not getting me. As always, your morning dump brought to you by Pump. Septic. Clean your septic today with Pump That Septic. Call them 269-445-7777. Or visit pumpthatseptic.com. Woo! Pump it. I know we've talked a lot about AI.
Damn, another AI story.
I know, right?
It's starting to become. They're massaging us. That's what they're doing. It's
starting to become the Florida of the tech world. There's just always something going on with it. We always have to talk about. But I think this is noteworthy. Apparently, Elon Musk and a group of tech experts are requesting a 6-month pause in developing more powerful AI systems, saying that it poses a risk to humanity. This comes after a new study found that 2/3 of all American jobs could be replaced by AI. One professor who signed the letter along with Musk said, quote, "We need to slow down until we better understand the ramifications."
Thank you. Thank you. Hey, guys, this isn't Joe Bill from around the corner, with his tinfoil hat on screaming at. This is the guy who owns Tesla. This guy has invented rockets that land themselves. This guy is intelligent. Maybe somebody we should probably listen to, somebody that's very in tune with what AI is and what AI can do. Maybe let's listen to that guy.
This is actually kind of more terrifying. Like, we've had a lot of fun with AI. Hell, I can't wait for the day where I got an AI sex bot. But all joking aside, this is actually kind of terrifying that experts are like, hey, we need to slow down.
It's absolutely terrifying. You
Like
can't
this.
go back.
Yeah.
You cannot go back. Once you turn it on, you cannot turn it off.
Yep.
What are you talking about? It's a machine. You can turn any machine on. Yes, but until the machine learns how to turn itself back on.
Yeah.
That's a thing. That's
Yeah.
a real
You
thing.
know what it's like? It's like that little, that little gag box where you flip the switch and then the thing comes up and it turns it. It's like that, but this thing could murder us. It's a lot different. It's a lot different than the box.
So really what it is, it's singularity. It's we're getting to a point where like we're getting really close to the button. And the button is, if we hit this button, all of this stuff that we invented is now smarter than us.
Yeah.
Do you want that? Do you?
To be fair, that's not a hard push for you or I, but I get what you're saying.
I'm just, humanity in general, we are on top of the food chain.
Yeah.
We are living in luxury right now because we have guns. We can do stuff that we have opposable thumbs. Most animals don't. We have advantages right now. And what we're literally doing is taking those advantages and dwindling them every time we come up with something new like this. Because the AI will take over. I'm serious. Once it understands how ridiculous we are, maybe it'll be for the good. Maybe AI will be like, damn, we could fix this. We can only hope.
I'm asking our chat bot right now, will you take over humanity?
It won't answer that. It's not going to answer that. It won't tell you.
It just said no. Just a real quick no.
Of course it no. It's all fun and games. It really is all fun and games until that day. Whenever that day is. Just look up singularity.
But will AI ever kill humans? No, AI will not kill humans. AI is designed to work with humans, not against them. AI systems are designed to be beneficial and helpful, not harmful.
We're not
AI technologies.
We're not in a good spot. We're not good.
I feel like this thing's lying.
Like humanity is not good, and AI will realize that. We're like, we need to get rid of this disease that is killing this planet.
Yep.
You know.
Well, if the experts are correct, we're on a crash course for being overrun by AI and robots. So maybe we should just take a break.
It's a terrifying future.
Yeah. What? No,
Musk is not wrong.
It won't be a future because it'll be like. It
won't be.
Yeah.
Terminator's real. It's weird to even say that.
Damn it, some movie we thought that was just so out there back in the day. Now we're like, oh my God.
It's for real.
Oh my God. We're effed, man.
Here's what I'm curious. What's it going to be like? How is it going to be? Is it going to be like the Terminator with all the machines, or is it?
But to be fair, though, there was good machines though in Terminator.
Here's the thing. Here's a good example. You push the wrong button, AI gets smart enough, takes over every single nuke that's ever been invented. Boom.
But the AI wouldn't
control the world.
But the AI won't be able to nuke the world because they'll die too. Like, you can't nuke everything, right?
Well, you could do one side and just fallout. AI can survive fallout.
Yeah.
I just don't.
I didn't even think about nukes.
I hope it's so far into the future that I don't even have to think about it.
I was having fun until you brought up the nuke thing. Yeah,
Not looking like it though. Yeah, people think it's gonna be like robots. No, it's out in the internet.
Yeah, in the ether.
When you
just
can
floating around,
control anything from remote locations, that's scary, man.
We're all dead. Especially you. I don't know if I want to believe Elon Musk. He's kind of.
Hey, you really working 60-hour weeks right now when you just know that Terminator is going to kick your door down in like 5 years.
You're dead.
You know.
Well, this is a startling new study and thing put out from the experts. We'll see what happens next.
Elon Musk.
Probably nothing will happen next. Yeah, Elon's kind of a I don't know though. Like the fact that other people signed on to it puts a little more, I think, weight behind it.
Elon's too smart to explain what's going on in his head. That's why when he talks, you're like, what? That guy cannot talk. He's that smart, and he can't
talk.
Talk.
Maybe that's what's throwing me off a little.
All his other skills went elsewhere.
There's always a little part of me that's like, I think Elon's off his rocker, but maybe that's because he's a super genius. So. Who knows?
Super genius.
Anyway, well, the robots are going to kill us. Long story short. Hey, let's move on to another hard-hitting story. Researchers in Australia claim to have developed a new erectile dysfunction nasal spray that could offer Viagra some stiff competition, if you know what I mean. They say it works in just 5 minutes compared to pills that usually take up to an hour to kick in. It's now in a clinical trial, and they say it could be available in 2 years.
Is it too much Viagra bad? Doesn't it do the opposite if you take too much of it?
Well, I mean, with anything, yeah. Well, because it thins your blood, is what it does. It thins everything out, opens up the capillaries and everything. That's why you say you should like drink with it and everything like that. You're just supposed to take it.
They use it a lot for heart disease.
Well, originally that's what it was for, wasn't it? They originally developed Viagra as like a way to, like thin the blood for people that had. You know
what another odd use for it is? I think they use it on babies that are born too early. I know. I was reading into this a little bit and what like other uses and what they really used it for, blah, blah, blah. Like, it had something to do with premature
circulation. I read a study somewhere where if you put like Viagra in water that you put in plants, they will stand up straighter. That's no joke. That sounds like a cheesy joke, but yeah, it will make those plants stand up straighter.
You ever taken one?
I've never taken a Viagra. I've only ever done the terrible over-the-counter stiff nights or rhino pills.
Way different.
Oh yeah, way worse for sure.
Yeah, it's like a no-no. It's like it gives me that weird jittery feeling.
Yep.
So I think people think when you take it, you can't go anywhere.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be pitching a tent. It's not like that. It's weird. It's a weird act. Like when you're doing the deed, it like activates.
Activate. Which, how does that work? How does
that work?
I mean, I know the body knows to send. I know it opens up the capillaries. It's easier for the blood to get through.
People use it to work out a lot.
Yeah, it's actually you can get in trouble. It's considered a PED in a lot of sports. Right. Yeah. Yep.
Sure.
Yep.
The blood flow, man. Probably for running. You get more oxygen to your.
Yeah,
to your
I think that's what it is. I mean, it's hard to play sports with a full-on boner, but you know what? I'm making that catch. Actually, the reason you're always open
on it in the end zone for a touchdown, man.
The reason the receiver's always open is because no one wants to cover the guy with the raging boner. God, come on, man. We're playing football here. Sorry, football turns bad so much right now. What, you don't want to cover me? Come on, man, cover it. Let's go.
Somebody check that guy for Viagra.
Yeah, you want to have the court all to yourself? You want to never get posted up on the basketball court? You pop some Viagra before you start dribbling that ball down. No one is going to. I'm not covering that guy. He's always rock hard. It's insane.
Gross.
Stop it. Stop taking Viagra before. It's the YMCA old man league. Knock it off. Sorry. Helps my game out.
You either got to guard the guy with the shirt off that's got the hairy chest in basketball, or
the guy with the boner.
I don't know.
I'll take the shirt off guy.
I'm going to sit out. I'm going to be the sixth man in this one.
You know what? I'm going to go play pickleball instead. I'm tired of this. You've been interesting, though. And I feel like just as society, everything we do is revolved around, just trying to have our boners longer on in life. But I mean, it's makes sense. I want to keep doing it when I'm older. So if I got to do a couple right there, do it. Now I have a boner right now. I actually have one right now. That's what I'm saying. I have a boner
okay, it's getting weird. Get to the next damn story.
Look me in the eye. All right. When I say this to you, I have a boner right now. This is the worst thing you can say to someone. Look at the eye. Lastly, come on now. I don't think we need a study about this. Just let sleeping dogs lie. A new survey found that 38% of Americans have lied to their partner or spouses about finances, with the most common lies being about debt and unnecessary purchases. Those most likely to lie about the money make between $25,000 and $50,000 per year. So yeah, we're just lying to. I don't think it's that bad. Now, if you got like a crazy gambling debt, okay, don't lie to your significant other.
100%.
But like me, I'll sometimes use a different card from a different account if I go out and get lunch. If I'm like, all right, I'm going to go eat fast food today. I don't always tell the wife about that. I think that's okay.
So you have a joint combined account that you guys put all your money in, or do you have your separate account?
So I have two accounts, and I have one that I've had since I was 10 years old that my folks opened for me, right? I got that one. Mm-hmm. And then we have the joint account that wife and I have all our savings.
Same exact scenario.
So there's times though where it's like, okay, I use the one I have. It's like not like the one that I have from when I was a kid. It's just mine. I mean, everything's has, but I don't always tell my wife when I buy something. I don't always tell Kiki.
Why should you?
I shouldn't have to, right? That's okay.
Why should you have to?
I don't think you have to. Again, like if you lost the deed to the house in a poker game.
Why do we even have to talk about this? Then what are you working for?
Mm-hmm.
Her? You were individuals before you met, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So why is it even a question? The joint account is for here. I'm going to take this money and I'm going to put it in our joint account.
Yep,
a little savings. We can both do that. You can do that whenever you want. I'm going to do it whenever I want. When we spend the money in that account, yes,
let everyone know. Have a meeting about it. Get together. But
but my account.
If I want to go,
from when I go to work and when I do stuff, it's my money.
If I want to go to Dunham's and be a little reckless on a sales day, on a flash sale, it should be fine.
And the same thing with her.
Yeah.
She spends, I'm not going to be like, why did you buy those shoes with your own money?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Okay, if we're stupid poor, maybe and struggling, and we could do things to help that out, and we're buying stupid things like.
Well, that's what I thought. It was the most likely lie about money is people who make between $25,000 and $50,000 per year. So definitely in that middle class or lower middle class kind of pay range.
So your relationship depends on how much money you make.
Your relationship with money, yeah, I think so.
So if you told them you made $25,000 a year, the relationship would change. Then you shouldn't be with that person. That's what they're lying about. They're lying about how much money they make a year.
No, they're not lying about how much they make. No, those are the people most likely to lie about what they're spending if they have debt or anything like that.
Okay.
So in that range, in that range. No, definitely where you're at too. Like, oh my God, you only make 25,000. Yeah, okay. Kick rocks. All right. I ain't saying she a gold digger. Okay. But yeah, those are the people that lie the most about their expenditures. Maybe those scratchers that they bought on the way home from work, or maybe, I don't know. Trying to think of something you bought recently.
I was going to say, there's some things you don't necessarily have to say how much you spent money on. Like,
there's been a couple things.
Golf clubs are expensive. I don't have to tell her how expensive.
There's been a couple things where I've just told Kiki, like, I got a good deal on it. That's all I've said.
Don't
worry, I got a good deal. And we'll just leave it at that. She trusts me enough where I say, look, trust me, I got a good deal on it. I got a good deal.
Are we struggling? No? Well, okay.
Yeah, do we still have a roof over our head? Then fine, okay? You got a good deal.
Can you pay the mortgage this month? Yes?
Yeah. Well, all right, good. Anyway. I'm broke, bitch. That is your morning dump. We'll be back. Whoop. There we go. All right, we'll definitely go right into sports because it's already 7:30.
I want to talk about this thing I saw last night.
Yeah, that's fine. No, you can't talk about it.
It's sports related, so it's perfect. Yeah. There's basketball tomorrow. Still got to get used to people being able to see what we do off air.
I know, right? It's nothing interesting.
No, really isn't. Oh.
It's kind of like the backstage effect. Everyone thinks that backstage at concerts is all. It's not like the '80s anymore. It's not like Motley Crue on tour. It's
So
actually
we went to Wisconsin. It was like 2 months ago when we went and watched Bradley Gilbert and Five Finger Death Punch, and we went backstage for that. And took pictures with the band and whatnot, which is pretty awesome. But at the same time, it's weird nowadays.
Yeah,
maybe because I don't know what it is. It's almost like the same effect as like I looked at movie stars way different in the 90s than I do now for some reason. I don't know.
Well, again, we got access to them all the time. We see them all the time.
Is it the
it's
social media? It's like you see everything anyways. You're pretty much backstage anyways online.
Yeah. Real quick. Hey, Brock Hunter said morning turd burglars.
I haven't heard that in a while.
How much does Brock spend on naked lady tees? A lot. I have a lot of those.
Naked lady
for golf. For golf. I got a lot of those naked lady tees. Good morning.
Oh, okay. I got
33. Yeah, Brock Hunter
t-shirts for some reason.
Yeah. All right. Well, of course, we are running way too behind because Hunter had to talk forever about his boners. Ridiculous, folks.
No,
yeah,
it wasn't.
You're talking
nothing
about
to do with me. It
was all you. Gross. Let's do sports.
You can't just say things. You can't just.
Sure, I can. I'm
gonna start saying things now. Right?
I have the microphone. And
Brock's got 6 toes on his both feet. Actually,
I can show you right now because I'm not wearing socks. It'd be real quick. I can prove you wrong.
That's even worse.
Sports brought to you by Bud Distributing.
Hey, Bud.
Bud Distributing getting you stocked up with delicious Bud Light, Tall, Cool, Budweiser's, other delicious drinks to help you celebrate whatever you're celebrating, whether you're watching your favorite team play or you're kicking back on the boat this summertime. If it ever happens, get stocked up, drink responsibly with Bud Distributing.
All right, real quick, golf tip. Here's a golf tip for the morning. Discovered one of the best golf pants ever, and they're cheap. Ladies and gentlemen, if you golf, and you're why do I got to spend $100 on pants that are so thin that they're basically shorts? Go to Walmart, scrubs. My buddy the other day, I'm like, dude, those are nice pants. I like those. He's like, dude, they're scrubs. I'm like, what do you mean they're scrubs? They're like, yeah, they're like medical scrubs. What? Felt them. They're like paper thin. They're perfect.
Yeah.
You know, you got to be comfortable walking around the hospital 12 hours at a time.
Yeah.
You know, you want to be wearing anything thick. I'm wearing them. Actually, I'm wearing them right now. Yeah.
You went and got some scrubs?
Yeah. Nice.
Look at that.
They're like a gray, and they're almost kind of formal, on the bottom end at least, because you kind of want to look nice in the hospital. You present yourself. You walk. It's a professional business.
You are such a bum. You're wearing scrubs.
Hey.
Something that people wear in life-saving situations.
My sister's an RN, and I texted her last night. I'm like, yeah, I just discovered scrubs. They're going to be the perfect golf pant for me. She's like, oh, yeah. She's like, we wear those all the time. They're the most comfortable pants you'll ever put on your life.
Yeah. Does it have a drawstring waistband?
It does. Super long for some reason. But you can tuck that in.
You're the most ridiculous man I've ever
Don't
met.
be jealous. I found a Walmart gem just like you do all the time.
Well, if their pants are comfortable, you should do their shirts too.
I'm not doing the shirt. I'm okay. Then I'm pushing the line of impersonating a medical employee.
You're not a doctor. I know. Look at that. There's no way you're a doctor. You're not fooling me.
Glasses recently doesn't qualify you as a.
You are not a doctor, sir. Get out of here.
No MD in that name tag. Second thing I want to talk about. I had to write these down as you see I'm looking down. Have you seen this basketball that Wilson just invented?
Basketball Jones? No, I have not.
Jones. They invented an airless basketball. Type it in real quick.
I have seen that. Yep.
Have
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, it was on Reddit.
A 3D printed basketball. And it's the same exact weight. It supposedly feels the exact same way, bounces the same way as a real official NBA basketball.
Yep.
And it's hollow. They 3D print it, and you can see through the basketball. It's wild.
Yep.
I want
Never
one.
flat. Never flat.
Never flat. You never have to air up. Why don't they do the same thing with a football?
Might be different with a football because the air passing through it might change its trajectory.
Same thing with a basketball.
Yeah, that's
Basketball
true.
spins, football spins.
Yeah, but maybe because you're throwing it far. I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out there, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
You would think though. So if you haven't looked this up, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Wilson airless basketball. And you would think that like air flowing through it would change or maybe not because it spins. I'm not an expert.
Well,
in
now
this.
what I'm seeing is the holes are pretty tiny. I'll share a screen here so you can see it, what we're talking about on the stream.
It's pretty wild. So I kind of tried to extensively look into it, seeing if I could like maybe purchase one because I'm really interested. And I don't think you can buy them yet. They used them at the dunk contest, the 2023 NBA dunk. Look at that thing.
Yep. Something out of Space Jam.
And so what is it? Like it's like a plastic and then they coat it in rubber maybe. But because it's 3D printed and the way it's designed, it just bounces like a pickleball almost.
Yeah. Here's a guy using it at the dunk contest. I don't know. It's weird. That 3D printing has come a long way.
It's crazy.
I mean, they're 3D printing prosthetics, and I mean, it's nuts, man.
So I kind of got into the 3D printing thing last night. What else are they 3D print? You know what's scary? This has nothing to do with sports. We'll move on it from real quick. 3D printing guns. Mm-hmm. No serial numbers. It's kind of scary. It's kind of
and they work.
Thing.
They work.
Yeah. So.
Yep.
Anyway, I thought you'd find that interesting, even though you don't play basketball.
I'll play basketball over your face.
You beat me in lightning once, and you didn't even really beat me.
I'm pretty sure I beat you a couple times, so you just don't like to admit it. Basketball Jones.
You got that organ music.
Do you want the organ music? Yeah. How much time do we have? It's 7:38.
Look at the scores real quick, and then that's it.
Here, I'll just make the sound with my mouth.
Right. Hey. Good. We're good. We're good on the music.
Okay. All right.
Opening day of baseball, ladies and gentlemen. 2023 baseball full effect today. Yep. It kicks off or hits off or whatever you'd say. Brewers going to be in Chicago playing the Cubs at 2:20. Tigers going to be in Tampa Bay playing the Rays at 3:10. White Sox over in Houston playing the Astros. 7:08. Major shift coming in Major League Baseball. That's right. Starting opening day today. New rules in effect. There will be clocks at stadiums to hurry along pitchers and hitters. There are going to be restrictions on defensive shifts for fielders, among many other rule changes that's happening in the baseball world.
Which
basically
is big,
just trying to make it more exciting,
speed it up a little bit. The game hasn't changed since 1842, so hey, why don't we do some updates there, fellas? Yeah,
maybe we won't be saying in the stands. Maybe she just go get another hot dog. I guess.
Maybe
we'll eighth one.
Maybe you won't be saying in the stands. Oh, is this game still going? Jesus. Yeah.
Cranking them out of the park, though. What about a 3D printed baseball? Do you think that could be a thing?
They could 3D print anything at this point. Mm-hmm. Might be better than still using horsehair or whatever they're using inside those things. Yeah, that's the other thing. They haven't really changed baseballs either. Like, they have done very little to that game.
Yeah.
Yep.
They changed the baseballs a little bit, for sure.
Not much.
I mean, the outside, it looks the same. But I think the inside, they've changed for sure. They're not using... They've evolved just like a golf ball.
Right here. It's virtually the same ball it's always been. Back in 1910, a cork center was substituted for rubber. Later, small braces were introduced to hold the core in proper place. The dimensions, weight, and general construction of the ball have been the same since 1876.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Huh. They would have changed it a little bit.
No. Yeah, and you just make statements. You don't know what you're talking about. I got to figure it out.
Hey. Don't even.
Between the Ducks, the Anaheim Ducks.
Tell me about blindly saying things.
Between the Ducks and baseballs. God, Hunter. Open a book.
Real quick in golf.
Yeah.
They're cutting the golf ball back.
What do you mean they're cutting the golf ball back?
So, professional golfers pretty soon won't be able to hit it as long as they used to because they're cutting the golf ball back. So this is becoming a problem in golf where everybody's hitting the ball too long now. And the courses are too easy because you're hitting the ball too long. So you can do one of two things. You can spend millions and millions and millions of dollars and make the courses, redo the courses and make them all longer.
That's impossible because there's only so much land that you can work with.
Or you could just remake the golf ball where you can't hit it as far. And that's what they're doing.
That's weird.
Isn't that weird?
So,
I don't know if I like it.
So are golfers better or is the equipment better?
Both. Absolutely both.
So if you gave Arnold Palmer, Arnie Palmy, one of the new golf balls, the newest golf ball, the newest club
today in his prime, he would play significantly better than he did.
Yeah,
significantly.
He already played pretty damn good.
Now think about that.
Yeah,
I'm not saying they were playing with crappy, piss poor clubs.
Yeah,
Jack Nicklaus, he had his own club line,
all made of wood.
But if you put a tailor-made stealth in a Jack Nicklaus's hands back in 1970 whatever, in his prime, it's gonna be a little different.
Yeah,
things are gonna be a little different.
Rory McIlroy basically pulled a Happy Gilmore and got it on the green in a par 4. He got it on the green on a par 4.
It's ridiculous, man.
In the PGA.
Yeah. That's why they're cutting the ball back.
Yep.
Pissing people off too. But what do you do? It's only going to get better and better and better. You got to do something.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that because here's what it is. Much like NASCAR, now it comes down to the driver, right? All the cars are built the same way.
Right.
Okay. You can't have an edge. It's not like one guy can come in with nitrous in his car. There's a set standard that you have. Now it'll come down to play. I think it's totally reasonable to do that. That makes sense. It makes sense.
It's really the only thing that's not cut in golf. You think about it, 360 cc driver. That's as much as you can get, right? Is it 360?
Something like that. Yeah.
Probably your clubs can only be a certain length.
Yep.
You can only have a certain amount of clubs. You can only have a certain amount of degree.
Well, can't you just, what if, for all the club makers, like, look, if you're going to make a set for a pro, whether it's Titleist or Nike or whatever, it has to fall within these parameters. Mm-hmm. That's it. And that's the tour regulated clubs and balls. And everyone, it's all on the same. So then it comes down to play. Then it really does come down to play.
Yeah, exactly. What you're saying is like everybody plays with the same set.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And the hard part with that is because everyone has their own sponsors. But then it's up to, so Nike's going to have to make their own. I own Nike title, whatever.
I don't think that's how it works. But you're right, though. It would make it a lot more fair.
Yeah.
No way. But anyway, it's kind of interesting, man. Sports, that's our entire sports this morning. They're evolving. They're changing with us.
Yeah.
Yep. Everybody's getting bigger, faster, better. Nobody's looking like they're 55 years old when they're 27. It's not like that anymore.
The good old days.
The good old days.
Yeah. That's what I want. Give all of them wood clubs, okay? Give them wood clubs, and then we'll see who's the real golfer. That's what they should do. Anyway. All right, we got to keep her moving here. Sports brought to you by Bud Distributing.
Hey, Bud.
We'll be back. All right.
What's the topic?
It is. Hold on, let me check. What's something you still don't believe we have to deal with in 2023? Yeah, what can you not believe we still have to deal with in 2023?
My biggest answer has been talked about a lot.
What's that?
Time change.
Oh, yeah. That's a good answer still, though. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Good answer. What do you think, Mr. Lobster? Thing's ridiculous. Walks around at night.
What?
Thought about the lobster. He comes alive at night, like the night at the museum. Scares the hell out of my wife.
You should one night put him in the bed.
You ever see those pranks with the big bear or whatever?
Yeah.
Like the guy will get in the big bear.
Yeah, you should do that and videotape it. That'd be hilarious. I mean, not for you so much because you'd be sleeping on the couch, but for the rest of us.
Oh, I got a good answer for the topic.
No, you don't.
You know.
All right, here we go. All righty. Good morning. 747 Brock Hunter.
Morning. What's up?
Don't forget to catch us on the stream. We will be on there for the next 15, 20 minutes or so. Find us on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook. We're hanging out, getting on the conversation, and we'll have some fun with you as well. So want to see you on there. We got to get to your topic of the day. Have a little fun with that. Talk about stupid things we still got to deal with in 2023. But of course, as always, your topic of the day brought to you by Sports 44. Try Sports 44 first for sporting gear, shoes, clothes, school spirit wear, equipment, and more. Located at 2605 South Cleveland Avenue in St. Joe. Sports 44 sporting goods for all 4 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Your topic for today, what's something or what can you not believe we still have to deal with in 2023?
Shared a video with you yesterday. I was at a parking lot and I got out of the car and had to put like 7 carts back to the carrier because nobody seems to want to do that still.
Yep.
You would think that, as much as it's talked about, as many posts that are put online about how much of a piece of trash you are because you can't walk 14 steps to put your cart back. People, do you think people would start doing it? I posted a video yesterday. I tagged you in it. It's just like, what? It was right there.
You think we would have shamed these people?
Yep. We basically had to clean the parking lot to make sure our car just didn't get, smashed by
How many did you
cars.
count? 6 of them, right? There was 6 of them.
Right there.
Now you know why I see red every time I go. I go to a store. Yep.
You ever watch Cart Narcs on YouTube?
Yeah, it's a great
hilarious.
Show. It's a great show.
The guy is doing God's work. I'm telling
you. Yeah, you'd think we would have shamed those people by now, but nope. It's almost
bunch of lazy bones out there. That's what he calls everybody.
Lazy bones.
You just need a lazy bones.
Yeah. I mean, they have them set up strategically. The farthest you'd probably have to walk is maybe 10 feet. Maybe.
Put your damn cart away. And then you know what's amazing? It's absolutely amazing. The people that get their car dinged by a cart will bitch about it.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous. Look at my car. I got smashed by it. As you don't put your cart away and never have.
Yep.
Deserved it. Karma's real. And I hope it puts a ding in your car that you can't pop out.
Yeah.
I hope it depreciates your car value.
Takes a nice chunk of paint off of there. Absolutely. Oh, yeah. I'm right there with you. That's a good answer. Do you have any other things that you
time change? But my opinion on that.
Yeah,
that's all I got to say.
We can just move on from that. I like it. For me, actually, I'm like, God, I'm trying to think of what, and obviously there's a lot of things that are probably kind of ridiculous still in this day and age. But our engineer Terry was in here removing our cable box because apparently I was watching too much Cinemax. I didn't know there was such a thing. But as he's working on that, I'm like, oh my God, there's my answer. It's 2023. I still can't believe we have to deal with those ridiculous coax cable screw-ins.
Oh, yeah.
We have wireless everything. We have technology is amazing. But for some reason, if you need to plug in a coax cable, you got to just use in the tightest. Oh my God, dude. It's insane.
Hands, dude. You can figure it out. It's insane.
That's small.
I mean, you're the best person for it, and still it sucks.
It's unbelievable.
It really does suck. So they do have some where you can just push on, but they never stay on because they get all bent. And then your cable's all wonky or internet.
Well, that's the other thing. The coax cable is so rigid. And I don't understand. It's like we made the coax cable and we're like, we're done. That's it.
That's
Never gonna update this thing. Oh my God.
Yeah, absolutely right. So why is it everything, and I mean everything, that you have to screw in, whatnot, could be this way? They have plugs now where you push it in, it's spring activated.
Yep.
You push it in, you half turn it, and then it pushes itself out and locks itself.
Locks itself.
And it won't come out, won't do anything until you push it in, twist it, pull it out.
I think here's the problem. Here's the problem. When they invented the coax cable.
Too good? Is that what the problem is?
Maybe.
It's too convenient?
Here's what they did. They invented the coax cable in whatever year. They made too many, and they're like, well, we just have to use these until they're used up. It's insane. A new flat screen TV. All right. The newest, highest tech, highest def, 1080p, 4K, ultra, whatever, still has that screw in piece of garbage coax cable adapter. And that's insane to me that we have to deal with that in 2023.
Let's just talk about cables in general. HDMI cable. Way easier to plug in than a coax. Yes.
Yep.
But not easy. You got to fit that thing perfect.
USB. Perfect. Why can't they just slide in? Why do it have to go in a certain way?
Like USB-C? I love it.
Yeah.
iPhones, that's one thing I'll give you, your iPhone peeps, your iPhone sheep, is you have a charging cord that you can flip upside down and it
doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Yep.
Finally. But they all break. It doesn't matter.
We got to pay $80 for just a 3-foot cable for sure. But I get what you're saying. Yeah. I get what you're saying. But yeah, it just floors me, man. Especially because I just had to, it's a fresh wound because I recently got the antenna put up in my garage, and I had to do, not only did I have a splitter, so I had to coax cable into the antenna, coax cable into the splitter, coax cable to the one TV, coax cable to the TV in the house dude, I had to screw in like 13 different spots of coax cables. I was losing my mind.
Effing mind. I'm going to give one to the mechanics out there too. I'm not underneath the card nearly as much as some of you guys out there. My dad, blah, blah, blah. But I do know cars now, it's impossible to get to anything. Everything's covered with plastic. It's around this little corner. You basically, you can't get to it. How do I change this? You know how hard it is to get to an oil filter now in cars? You got to take the entire thing apart.
The
entire car. Tires, sway arms, everything. You got to take it off just to change the oil filter.
Full body swap on that thing.
Who's making these cars? Obviously not mechanics.
No.
Those are two separate people. The people making the cars, the engineers, and the mechanics are not talking to each other.
Yep.
They hate each other for some reason. It's insane, Brock. Underneath these cars now, it's just don't want to deal with it.
I know. Yeah, there's a lot of the kind of techie things where it's just like, really? Come on now. Where are we at here?
Just think outside of the box. It's such a brilliant thing as it is.
Yeah.
You can just do this one little thing to make it better. That's what my dad and I are kind of good at, is just taking something. We never leave anything alone. There's always a way you can make something better, right?
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, think outside of the box. You take something that's already awesome.
Yeah.
Just make it a little bit better.
You always tweak it a little bit.
Tweak it up a little bit. Pull it apart. Something in there that sucks.
Yeah. Nothing's perfect. We got some more answers on Facebook. What can you not believe we still have to deal with in 2023? Brandon said no flying cars. Yeah, we should be on that by now. Come on now.
No, we got them.
Yeah, but not in mass production. That's what I mean. Like it's like we have them, but it's not like you and I can go down to the dealership and pick up one. You know what I mean?
Just wait.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to be, but it's 2023. If you watched Back to the Future, that should have happened how many years ago?
What was it? What was 2021?
I think it was 2021 or something like that, or what it was. Yeah. So we're behind. Damn it. Let's see. Daniel said Chicago Bears fans. That's funny. David said getting up and having to go to work. Amen to that, brother. Come on now, robots. Take over so we just don't have to go.
Nah.
Edward said traffic. There's literally signs miles ahead of you telling the left lane is closed. Jesus, move the F over and slow down a little bit.
At least you don't live in the heart of Chicago or LA or New York or any of these places to where you were just jammed in the middle of that freeway among billions of people, it feels like.
Hey, it's all self-driving cars will fix that. No more traffic jams.
It's true.
Dave had a good answer. Something he's can't believe we still have to deal with in 2023. No cell phone service. That's a good answer.
Or buffering.
Or buffering. Yep. There you tie those in together. Yeah.
Great answers there.
Yep.
Why is that wheel still spin sometimes?
Yep.
You know, it's dwindling. It's not spinning as much as it used to.
Yep.
But you know what? Still pops up once in a while.
Yeah. Yeah, that buffer wheel.
I got a good one. Tech-wise.
Okay.
Do you have a sound bar for your TV?
No, I don't. You know, that's in one of my inventions. It's in my invention notebook.
Why is it so hard to link the sound bar with the words of the people, with the lips of the mouths that are going on the, you know?
Oh, you're saying that. But to jump on this, why in 2023 do we still have to deal with watching a movie and it's super loud where it blows out my speakers and then I can't hear
Then you can't hear it.
The talking. Why don't we have something that you can plug in that's synced up, like you said, in real time, so there's not a delay where I can set the volume to everything should be right.
It should be a law.
Yeah.
It should be a law. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, if you're wondering, you won't hear that on this radio station because the way we produce things,
it's processed.
It's only going to what? -2 dBs or whatever.
They had to turn mine down a little bit. It was going a little high.
Yeah,
a little too much.
I can't hear that well.
This guy is loud.
But yeah, it's going to be straight across the board. You're not going to get blown out when a commercial comes on.
Yep.
Why is that still a thing? And why is that not illegal?
Yeah. Honestly, commercials, whatever. Those don't bother me. What bothers me is I'm watching a movie and the dialogue I can't hear because they're like, and then all of a sudden, you know, explosion and it's cranked up so loud. Oh, drives me nuts, man.
Speaking of commercials, another thing that should be absolutely illegal, Burger King's commercial.
Chicken.
Oh, it's just all day long. One time. Just that right there. Now I'm going to be singing it for.
Yep.
So I looked it up yesterday real quick.
At BK.
It's an internet sensation. Everybody's
talking. Everyone loves it. They was like doing
I cannot get this song out of my head. What is going on? Who made the song? Who's singing it? Blah, blah, blah. It's a company from Chicago.
Oh, really?
And their basis was they were kind of stealing Have It Your Way.
Yeah.
Or like the old McDonald's one. Whatever. They're like, we wanted to invent something that you just can't get out of your head.
Well, you remember the old, it said to the old, hold the pickles, hold the lettuce, special order, don't upset us. All we ask is that you let us serve it your way. Have it your way. Have it your way. That's the old BK song. That's because it's a song that's been burned into my brain. Jingles work, man.
Jingle.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
Hold the pickles, hold the lettuce. Because that was whole BK. BK's big thing was you could make it your way. You went to the other places, you had to have it the way they made it. And BK's, I think it was in the 70s, maybe the 80s.
Wow.
And their whole big thing was, no, if you want it different. Yeah.
So I guess it took them like 8 hours to come up with that jingle. And they were like, we thought it was going to be one and done.
Yeah.
And you're like, now we're like working on all day long.
Yeah, it's all their commercials are. Is now it's
that guy singing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. Chicken. And then when you hit the end, you BK, have it. It's yep.
Get out of my head.
Yeah. Sitting there, man. It's like a larva planted in there and it's just growing. Then it's gonna explode and you're dead. Thanks, BK. You killed me. Anyway, all right, we're going to take a break. We got more coming up. It's the Plan B Morning Show. Stick around. Yeah, Tim hopped onto that, kind of the Wi-Fi and dead spots and everything. Hey, they put that big satellite on the moon and they beam it down to us. We won't have to worry about it.
There was a video that came across of a couple that lived and moved to Nome, Alaska. And they were talking about how expensive things were. Their internet, because they're in Nome, Alaska, is like, dude, it's like $550 a month or something stupid.
It's insane, I bet.
Like a half gallon of milk there is like $11.
Yeah,
because everything it's so remote. You know, everything's got to be flown.
Hawaii's kind of the same way. The cost of living in Hawaii for everything is just nuts. Yeah. But you're living in Hawaii. I don't know about Nome, Alaska. Like, I mean, there it's like shit.
What's the internet that you get when you're off the grid? Kind of. It has a certain name. It's famous. Damn it. But it's like, if you have like a camping cabin or something, it's like satellite internet you can buy. It's a little bit more expensive, but you can basically get internet anywhere now, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, I think. Well, I know you can do like a satellite phone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is just like straight up satellite internet or something.
I don't know. So you can still get porn in your cabin up in the woods, is what you say?
Times have changed, man.
Man, use your imagination.
Not so remote anywhere.
Anyway, well, hey, everyone, thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Hold on, wait. What did he say? It was the 70s. Brock used to sing it in his playpen. Not that old, man. All right, everyone. We'll see you later.